Hello everyone and welcome to Easy Arabic. Our first lesson today is al-kalaam wa aqsamuhu. Before I jump into there, I want to look at a couple of things. So in our daily lives, how do we usually communicate? We either talk, right? Or we can use body language, right? Or sign language even. For example, if you say, Salman, did you eat Salman? I can say yes. Or in other culture, I can do this. Or I can do that, depending on your culture, right? So that's another way of answering your question, right? So here, if you see, I said we have al-kalaam and I have two things. Either imma lughawi or imma nahwi. So here there is a difference between the grammarians, those who are specialized in Arabic grammar, and the linguistics. So for the linguistics, it doesn't matter, right? They say it's أي عبارة. That means any sentence. Could be even sign language. If I say, that means come here. I didn't say anything, but you understood. So that's sign language will go into the lughawi. But then the nahwiyun, the grammarians, they said, well, we're not going to count these things. And they have their own rules, right? There are four things that they're looking at, the grammarians. So in Nahwa, we're looking at four things. And I listed those four things under the Nahwi. I have al-lafz. So they said that al-kalaam, the kalam has to have a sound, right? So that means that a sound that is made of Arabic letters. Alif, ba, ta, tha, jim, ha, ila, ya. Right? That's al-lafz. It is, we need a sound. So there you see right away that sign language is disqualified because you say we need a sound, we need a sound, but there is no sound in sign language. First. Second, murakkabun. So it has to be constructed. It has to be built of two or more words, right? For example, if I say Salmanu ustadhun, Salman is a teacher, right? Or a professor. Salman ustadhun, right? So that's two words. Or more. Ja'a Salmanu min al-bayti. Ja'a Salmanu min al-bayti. That also meets the second condition. The third condition, they said, we need to have a meaning. What you said needs to have a meaning. I give you an example. I say, buy me. Or I ask you, oh, are you going to the store? And you say, yes. I said, buy me. Buy me what? It doesn't make sense, right? So mufid here is, once you said the sentence, it makes sense. Makes completely sense. You can even stop talking and the person is going to answer. He's going to understand, I mean. But if you will say something and the person needs more, then it's not. Like I said, oh, buy me. Buy you what? Right? So you have to be more specific. And we said, al-wad'u. That means it has, the words that you're using have to exist in the Arabic language itself, right? We know that we have words, right, that we use in Arabic in our daily conversation that were borrowed from other languages. But here, for the Nahwiyun or Nuhat, we're looking at those four. It has to be lafz, right? You say it, right? And it has to be something that you said that is made of the Arabic letters, alif, bata, ila, ya. So murakkabun, it's made of two or more words. Al-mufidu, it has a meaning, right? It's not a nonsense sentence. And then the last one is al-wad'u. That means it exists in the Arabic language. Samul kalami. Right? So here you see we have kasra, and here we have dom. So they're all different. So as we move on, we'll understand how these things move around, right? So we have three things here. Excuse me. Al-ismu, al-fi'lu, wal-harfu. Al-ism. The plural is al-asma. All right. So let's make sense first, right? So we have names for human beings, right? Salman, Frank, we have names. So all of these names will fall under al-ism. Now, we also have names for animals. Dogs, cats, lion. So all of these names will fall under al-ism. And we also have names for things. The marker goes into there. The board goes into there. The eraser goes into al-ism. So all of those are asma, nouns. Then we jump into al-fi'lu. So the first one that we have here is al-amru. Al-amru. That's command. For example, I say, get out. That's a command. Get out. Idhab. Go. Ukhruj. Leave. Ukhruj. Leave. But some may argue and tell me, oh, but remember when we said al-kalaam, it has to be two or more. But here it's taqdir, right? Meaning, anta ukhruj. Anta or ukhruj anta. You leave, right? So if I say leave, if I'm talking to you and I say leave, it's leave, you leave, right? It's not he leaves or no, it's you leave. That's al-amr, order, command. Then we have al-madi, that's the past. Something that happened in the past and stopped. For example, I say, akala Salmanu akala Salmanu al-akl. Okay, or let's say al-ta'am, okay, to make a difference. Al-ta'am, al-kala Salman. So Salman ate the food. So that action is over. So then what is the difference between a noun and a verb? Well, a noun doesn't have any time attached to it. There's no time. There is no time at all. But then with the verb, with the fi'l, there is a time. So either it happened and stopped, or it's happening right now, or it will happen, or it's happening right now and will end in the future. Right? So there is a time that is linked to the verb. But here, with the nouns, there's no time. Salman is Salman. Salman to yesterday, today, and tomorrow, the name is Salman. Right? There is no time attached to it. Then we have al-mudari'u. That's the present. For example, I said, yusajjilu Salmanu ad-darsa. Yusajjilu Salmanu ad-darsa. Salman is recording the lesson. Right? It's happening right now. Do we know when Salman is going to finish? No. But there is a time in there. So that's the fi'l. Or the last one is al-mustaqbal. So that means it's in the future. If I say, for example, sayakulu Salmanu al-asha. Salman will eat the dinner. But by the way, it doesn't mean that I eat a lot. But I don't know, somehow akala comes in my head. So that's in the future. Salman will eat the food, right? Now we have near future or far future, something that is not near. And then the last one for the Kalam, the type, al-harfu. So anything that is not ism or fi'l is harf under one condition, if it comes with a meaning. For example, Salman came from the house. From is an article. So it's there for a meaning or a reason. It's not just there to be there. Right? So it comes for a meaning. Ja'a lil ma'na. Right? So those are the different types, right? Can be we know that the kalam can be divided into three things: al-ismu, al-fi'lu, wal-harf. Right? So now, just want you to try. Right? I'm pretty sure you have some basic. You know your name at least. Right? You can use a verb. Let's use the same verb, akala, and then you can change the last one. Instead of using ta'am, you can use something else, right? We have akala. I want you, maybe you can try kataba. Kataba, that's right. Kataba. Kataba. Make a sentence using your name. Kataba, something, and rest. Let's understand something here. If you look at akala Salmanu at-ta'ama, here is the verb, the subject, and the object. But then in English, they told us that, I don't know about the language that you speak, even in French, we do the same, subject, verb, object, right? But here, it's possible to have the verb in the first place. Sometimes you will see the verb, right? And you're not even gonna see the subject. Why? Because the subject is hidden, is not visible, but is there, right? Or sometimes I can also say Salmanu akala at-ta'ama, but then the meaning is gonna change. So that's where we're looking at balagha. How changing things like this can bring a meaningful sentence, right? But I want you to keep it in mind, right? So the structure subject, verb, object it's not a must here, right? It's not a must for me to have the noun first, then the verb, the subject, the verb, and the object. No, I can have the verb, subject, object. Or I can just have verb and object, and still it's gonna make sense, right? So now, some of you guys may wonder, well, Salman, you told us about kalam wa aqsamuhu, right? The different divisions. But how do I know? For example, if I give you doraba here, is it a noun or is it a verb? Or is it a letter even? Right? Is it a harf? Is it a fi'l or is it ism? Pretty tough, right? So that's the topic of our next lesson. Alamatul ism, thumma, then alamatul fi'l, thumma, then alamatul harf. Thank you for watching us, and please stay tuned.